Hi guys, this is Jackie M from Masters of Malaysian Cuisine, and welcome everyone to our very special broadcast all the way from Dubai. And let me just quickly, okay, here we go, guys. Welcome to our very special broadcast. This is session one of two sessions we're running today, all the way from Dubai, where the World Expo is taking place right now. And among the many exhibitors at World Expo, we have the Malaysian contingent and our Masters of Malaysian Cuisine chef. Rene Juefri, is actually doing some cooking demonstrations, showcasing some Malaysian products that are being launched on the global stage through the World Expo. So this is a very, very exciting event for us. So Rene, good to see you. How are you? Oh, hang on, just let me unmute you. Hang on. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So hi everyone. Good morning over here, and obviously good afternoon back in Malaysia, and afternoon Jackie in Australia as well. For Paul, obviously it's very early in the morning. The others. So thank you, Jackie, for introducing, and to all audience, basically on site. So not only online, you also on site here. We have audience live looking and watching the actual streaming that's going on right now. So, Jackie, I can start?
Yes, go right ahead.
Yeah, okay. So, good day to everyone. Hi, the audience around here as well, and also online. So, welcome today to the Street Farmers Market of Nafas and Plana. So, we've also online right now. If any of you here, you can also share the live stream going on the Masters of Malaysian Cuisine platform. That I'm also part of it, promoting Malaysian cuisine around the world. So live stream audience and also on site. So as today this morning, I'm going to share with you, okay, a very simple, straightforward dish that you can use using Paladam brand product, and also whatever you have in your pantry. Okay, so very straightforward. You can do at home or your family. Maybe you're not a good cook at home. Maybe some of you over here, or maybe in the audience in this stream, I have one hands up here. So I'm going to share a very simple and easy. That's why today the cooking session is start the day easy my way. So my is Malaysia M1. We have a short form for Malaysia M1. We're using our Ladang brand products today. So the first recipe I'm going to share with you is very interesting that we are in the morning here in Malaysia, in Australia, you are in the afternoon, you basically can have the dish your time as well. And anyone around the world which is still sleeping, I think some of the audience are behind time still. So you're gonna have later on that you can follow and also review, look again at the recipe, start your breakfast with that. So the first dish I'm going to share is a breakfast midday dish using Paladin product. Okay, so I'm going to share now three recipes very quick. The first dish is going to be a paratha or roti canai, a frozen roti canai from Padang, with a mix of anchovy flakes, chili flakes from Padang as well. But a twist to that, I'm sure that all here in the audience as well, if you're not used to roti canai or paratha, this is something, a twist that I put on, like a tortilla or a wrap. Okay, so like a burrito wrap, but a healthy version with vegetable inside. Also, we're going to use today is the palm oil, mixed olive oil of London brand. It's high in keratin. Okay, so today all the recipe that I'm going to share with you is going. We're going to use the palm oil in the food. So as the first one, I'm going to go very straight and fast. So hopefully you can catch up. If you have your notes or your you can also just take a video, record it, or take the recipe up. Okay, so the first one, as I mentioned, I'm going to use the Belada Paratha or roti canai. I'm sure everyone in Malaysia, this is one of our, from any age, we are very proud of our roti canai or paratha. So I think myself, I eat paratha day to night, supper, even if I wake up in the morning, is it a breakfast? It can be afternoon itself, a quick snack. If I'm in a rush before a meeting, I need a quick grab. So this is always convenient in the freezer. So the first dish I'm going to share you, we're going to use the Padang brand paratha. And as I mentioned earlier, the anchovy chili flakes, okay, we have here. So for all the audience here and also online, so especially the one here, the benefit is that after this, you can just walk through the street market and check all the produce that I'm using today. So you can get some information better, you can ask and get the detail of the product itself. And as I'm going to use all the cooking, the palm oil, okay, as the palm oil is very good, it's high in vitamin, high carotene. In this particular one is the red palm oil mixed with olive oil. So if you know or you don't know the fact of palm oil and olive oil, these are the only two fruit base that can produce oil. Okay, no other fruit around the world that can produce oil. That's why it's very good and healthy. So the other ingredient I have here, julienne carrot, julienne cabbage. I have red cabbage and white cabbage. I have capsicum, mixed capsicum. For the capsicum, you can also opt if you like eggplants, you like more carrots, you can always change. You can put more of the other, and also lettuce to balance salt and pepper to balance out all the ingredients together. It's important seasoning in life. Even us, we have salt and sweet in life. So always salt and pepper is always good on the side. Make sure you have it. So as we're going to start now, further delay. So I have two pans over here. One I'm going to use it for the paratha. So the paratha is very straightforward. You just need a pan. Or at home, if you have any flat surface or a flat induction, or even a griddle, okay, it's a very convenient product to use. So I have two pans working right now. So I'm going to use the palm oil and olive oil base from Peladang, which is a carotene oil. So you can immediately smell now. See, when I heat up the pan, the beautiful smell comes up. So as I mentioned earlier, as it's one of the two fruit-based oil, it's very fruity. And also one thing when you cook with palm oil, you notice that in your home, especially when you cook at home, when you fry things, you get the smell. Right? It's very, very strong when you use normal frying oil. This palm oil, it's also a fragrance to your kitchen. Okay, you will notice it when you start to cook using palm oil. It's not going to have any of those smell like the normal frying oil that has, and also it produces that burning sensation. For this in particular, it's very fruity and very fragrant. So as I start now, I'm going to start to cook the paratha. So the paratha, to cook it good on a medium heat. Okay, you don't want to put too high on the heat because you want to allow the dough to cook. Okay, so here I also have a pan that I heat up that we're going to quickly saute or quickly cook it on a high heat for the vegetables. So as I mentioned, it's going to be a wrap. Okay, a little bit twist of your typical prata or roti canai that you have at home that you need to dip. Sometimes you don't have the time, right? You need to, oh, I need to eat prata, I need to eat roti canai, I need curry, I need dal. So I need to cook again, I have to do and cutting and get everything prepared. Not on that fast. Here I'm sharing with you a very quick one where you just grab any vegetable you have in your fridge, just cut it through, all right, straight as such if you want. Okay, I'm going to start first with the onion. So as to the products that we're using today, for some who just type in probably, or the audience online who just join us. So I'm using most of the product is basically Peladang brand products. So as I'm featuring now, the first recipe will be the paratha or roti canai Peladang brand and anchovy flakes, the anchovy chili flakes. So as now we get the heat up for the pan. So I have onion here working on this side. Here the paratha is working. Okay, anyone can see that. Alright, you can start to smell something cooking or not yet? No, maybe the extraction is too strong. Alright, that's why they say, oh chef, you when you cook, the smell, it cannot go in the bottle because the extraction is very good. Okay, fair enough. But as today, later on, surely you're gonna start to get all those smell coming up. Don't worry. So we're gonna start the onion, a little bit of garlic in. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, the selection of vegetables. If you cook vegetables, all right. A quick tips for you as well. Always cook the harder vegetable. Okay, the firm vegetable. So cook them first. So you have the onion and garlic in. I have the green capsicum and yellow capsicum, as well as the red capsicum. So as the paratha now, it's coming a good color. So a little bit of salt in your capsicum. So all the audience here, how are you today? All good? The one online, everyone is okay. I can't hear you online, but surely everyone is alright. So you grab something already? Not yet? You want to try this? Let's see, we can try it one. So as I'm using today, the product from Peladang, it's very interesting to see all Malaysian products coming up to the market. All right, especially to the world market, to the world eye. So this is the mission today that we want to showcase not only Malaysian ingredients, especially Peladang brand, that's a very typical for us to cook as such. Like for example, paratha, just as I mentioned earlier, dip with curry or dal. No, today anyone, for example, you can treat your friend, maybe a Mexican friend, European friend, right? Something that familiar to them. This is something that I'm going to show for you today. This is the idea of it. So that the market outside, the international market can absorb and can also, they don't feel overwhelmed using Malaysian product, okay? So they can, sometimes when we say, okay, let's cook something, I'm not used to it, I'm not familiar with it, right? So as today, the cooking session is also to introduce that, to allow other palette, other markets, other part of the world to know Malaysian product as well, especially Kuala brand itself. So now as the vegetables are starting to wilt quickly, we put in the carrot, the cabbage. Okay, for me, I like to keep the vegetables slightly on a crunch. I don't want to overcook the vegetable. Also, all the nutrients as such. Again, like the oil itself, you don't want to overwork them. You want to keep all the nutrients, right? So as a morning start dish for the day, you want to keep all the nutrients in there to boost up your energy and all your vitamins for the day and mineral. So it's smelling very nice now. The paratha is working nicely. So it's getting fluffy as such. Okay. So as you cook the paratha is also flaky. Okay, the Peladang paratha is very nice, flaky and soft. So as I mentioned earlier, for kids, it's also very good. All right. Okay, so you have the paratha here ready. Okay, because it's very fluffy and hot now. Okay, now you also have the vegetable working. You can see now I've seasoned with a little bit of salt earlier. Okay, let's take it out of the heat. Reduce the fire. So we can start to wrap it up. Okay. So maybe we'll try to heat up a little bit more the oil for the next paratha. So as I mentioned earlier, the palm oil, all right, not only for cooking, when you start your day, also a good supplement, not only your lotion. Sometimes people look, oh, the lotion nowadays, I'm very organic. I'm taking care of my what I use on my skin, also know what I eat. So this is also very good to place immediately. So while you cook, you're in a rush, right? You want to get yourself ready, see, you already have something convenient and easy. You just take it and put it on your face. So it also smells nice. See, imagine you have something convenient in your storage, in your pantry. All right, the veg is ready here. So if the paratha is ready now, yeah, you can smell over there. Amazing. I think there's more coming in now. They can smell. Okay, the last thing we're going to put in, which is the anchovy chili flakes. So this is also the Malaysian flavors that goes in. So if you're not a fan of spicy, you can always reduce the flakes. But I don't say that the flakes are that spicy. It's just nice. That's why it's very good also in the morning. It's a booster for your palate. So it wakes you up. So once you get something warm, something spicy, immediately you wake up, right? So let's move the vegetable to the paratha as such. Okay. So it's up to your choice if you want to put more vegetable. Okay. So as you can see, the colors are vibrant. This is all the colors of vegetable that you need for your day to start, obviously. And also the use of the oil itself and also the anchovy earlier. So it's very savory, it's very nice. Even kids, when they look at it, they immediately want to grab it because it's very colorful. You can also pack them for your kids to bring to school. See how convenient it is. So now we're going to put a lettuce in there. So the lettuce, we keep it fresh. I don't cook the lettuce. Okay, you want to get the crunch as well, the flavor, the freshness to that. So let's wrap it up. Okay, so you're gonna get a wrap as such, a roll, like a tortilla, right? A burrito. So okay, the next part is ready there. So the first one, we're gonna cut it. So how easy is that? You can see, yeah. So I have the second one coming up. See one dish straight, less than what? Less than 10 minutes, ready. You have everything from your freezer. Pull it out from your fridge. Very convenient. Even a quick one, you have the balance. You can throw it into your pack box as your mixed salad to go. So now you have the wrap and also a quick salad with a dash of the oil. So the oil can be a dressing. Mix it with the anchovy flakes. There you go. You got a chili anchovy flakes dressing to go with your salad for the day. So we have the second wrap now. So I'll finish it off. Then we'll get ready for the next recipe. So the next recipe is a combo recipe. Maybe some of you was thinking, okay, what do you mean by combo recipe, chef? Normally I don't get such when I learn something, a recipe, I only learn one recipe. What you say there's a combo recipe. So this combo recipe, what I mean is that with the utilization of Paladam brand product I'm going to use later, you can either swap it or you can versatile use it. So I'm going to show you later. Just keep an eye. Get ready. Once I finish with this, we get the kitchen set for the next dish. Meaning to say you're going to get two dish at once for the next one. So we're wrap for the last wrap here. You can smell now what's going on. Yeah, you can smell how nice is that. Yeah, everyone is awake. Everyone is ready. I can hear the tummy. I think yeah, I think it's yours. Or maybe some of the audience from the live stream. Okay, so that's the first dish. Okay, all right. Good for the audience. You can have a look after. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you can have a look. The first dish. Okay, we get the next one set up. Sorry? Just the, just have a look. Yeah, that's very difficult. To have a look only, yes, I actually understand. I can get you. All right, we'll set up for the next dish. Okay, the next dish, we call it French toast, savory French toast. It's a savory one. So normally French toast over here as well, a lot of people, or you know it as pompadour in French. So it's normally sweet. You can say French toast, French toast is going to be a dessert or something a sweet breakfast. But today I'm going to show you a savory French toast as Malaysian as well. Like myself, I grew up when my mom said, okay, we're going to have French toast today. I know it's going to be a savory French toast. So a twist today that we're going to do is that I'm going to use the first dish where we're going to use the sardine, okay, from Paladin brand. It's a ready-to-eat item, okay, it's in a can with tomato base. You have onion, spring onion, you have red chili, salt and pepper, as I mentioned earlier. It's very important to season a little bit of your dish. It will bring you a long way. Okay, so that's a tip for you to take. So bread, so just white sliced bread. If again, if someone is like health conscious, oh, I don't eat white bread, it's very, high in gluten or high, the sugar level is high. I go for whole wheat. By all means, you can replace it with whole wheat, not a problem at all. Or gluten free. I think I can see one of the audience gluten free. Me. Can I do gluten free or no? So, or you also there's also in the market available of gluten and also lactose free bread. So by all means, you can use the same recipe, but you change the bread. The same, if you have leftover paratha earlier, after you finish this, you can do similar. I'll show you once, and then you can think after that. See how you can use the paratha with this recipe. Okay, let's work on the first one. Now, what we need to do is that you need eggs. Okay, the main will be eggs, your bread, the sardine mix, the plada sardine mix, your oil to start with a hot pan. Okay, so get the pan hot again. So as also the oil, you don't have to use it a lot. Okay, the oil is also so the consumption of oil, if you use the palm oil, you don't have to use as much as, for example, you use corn oil or canola oil, because the volume when you cook, the good thing about the palm oil, similar to olive oil, your natural ingredient will also enhance by the palm oil. So it will produce its own fat or own oil naturally. So all ingredients actually have oil by nature. Okay, so you have here the egg. We're going to mix the egg with sardine. Okay, it goes in the sardine. Mix it up. A pinch of salt, or anyone wants to do the okay, a little bit of that, a little fancy on that. So a medium heat on the pan, a little bit of oil, spring onion, okay, and a little bit of chili. So again, the chili, you can opt it with tomato. If you're not a fan of chili, all right, you're not a big fan of spice, you can change the chili with tomato. So anything that goes in, remember, as I said earlier, all the vegetable they put in, make sure it's always vibrant in color. So it's also for you, even though you cook for your family, for your kids, when you see vibrant ingredients and fresh ingredient and interesting ingredient, and you look through the ingredients list as well and the bottle and the packaging, it will enhance your feeling when you cook also, your knowledge, and also interesting. You feel like, okay, I'm cooking for a good benefit for everyone, and then I'm learning something new time to time. Okay, so we have some onion here. So you just put all the ingredients in. Like for example, if you have any fried shallots, you can also add in. Alright. If you want more spice, remember earlier we used the anchovy chili flakes. You can also use it in. So don't waste your ingredient. Okay, what you do now? The bread, just dunk it in, similar to a pompadour or your normal sweet French toast. But as I mentioned, it's gonna be a savory French toast. So it goes to the pan. A little bit of the sardine earlier on the top, of the colors we put on there. We put the next piece there. Okay, so not only white sliced bread, if you have any bread left over, okay, or you, as I mentioned earlier, you had the paratha that you cooked earlier, you have leftover from morning, you want to do a quick snack in the afternoon, grab the paratha, cut it, to your choice. It can be triangles, it can be round. Okay. So as to this, the products, it's not only what I use today, what you see. All right, there's various, even if you see on the what I have in front here, and also later on when you get a chance, you pass through the street market. All right, you're going to see different various products that Nafas bring in, and also with the Pelana product itself. The range for me is very diverse. The first time I saw the list, I was like, okay, now I need to cook at least a good 30 recipes. Luckily, I only need to do morning 3 recipe and the afternoon later on another 5. Otherwise, I'll be here cooking the whole batch of the products that they bring. Very interesting to see a lot of Malaysian products locally grown. As we talk nowadays about sustainability, local, being proud of our own products. So this is where we stand in front of the world as today now with Expo and everyone is very keen to know what Malaysia have. So this is where we stand with all these products we want to showcase, right? To see. So the keratin oil earlier as well, I mentioned to your skin, right? Bring it over when you move to your car. Uh-huh. See, I'm not only teaching you how to cook. First to take care of your skin. Then you can bring it to your car, apply it a little bit on your dashboard, it will bring it a long way. So yeah, so people would think, all right, I didn't think of that. Right. So one thing, it brings a lot of benefit everywhere through the day, through your whole usage every day. So here we just gonna cook. Yeah, one, okay, two more is already cooked now. We just flip it over. Yeah, here. Okay. So as to this, if you have more of the vegetable earlier, all right, you can also top it up later on when you plate up. You can put more. So the more, again, health, if you want to keep it always balanced, so make sure that you keep a lot of your ingredients fresh, maximize the utilization of it, don't put it in the bin, minimize wastage. Okay, nowadays sustainability is not only about sustaining something, sustain every bit of it, right? We have to respect the people in the farm, see how hard they work, the sweat and tears to make everything for us, and we just throw our bits in the bin. So again, see everything that you have, maximizing it. This is where also the purpose of my cooking today is to use up everything that we have, make sure that we constantly understand how to waste, manage. All right, manage to waste. Okay, it's almost there. We're gonna swap the ingredient now. Okay, with the second bonus recipe for today. So we're still gonna use bread. Again, egg, similar to the earlier. So with this next recipe, if you're not a fan or you don't eat beef, okay, in the next recipe I'm using peladang rendang, beef rendang, minang rendang. Okay, so people only think, rendang, I need rice, but I can't have my carbs today. I'm going to the gym, right? So what can I opt for it? So I'm going to share you this recipe to opt for the rice. A quick one again to use up everything that you have in your pantry, and also for the kids. Sometimes kids with rice, they're a bit okay. Can I have noodle? You can also opt for it for a noodle, but today with the bread. So of course, kids they love bread. I think mine loves bread. So for sure, the others you can try it at home. So the next recipe, we're still going to use bread. Okay, it's going to be, remember Roti John? If anyone from Malaysia, Roti John. Who's not from Malaysia, I'll introduce you John today. Okay, I'll introduce John to you today, even the viewers online. So Roti John is very common to us from the street. It's from the street market also, right? From our night market, where everyone just love the smell that comes from there. It's a simple French toast, similar to a French toast, but Malaysian style. Okay, so it's going to be not your typical long John, Roti John, but it's going to be a square Roti John. So let's get this almost done. So for the Roti John, I'm still going to use egg, the bread. So as I mentioned earlier, is the peladang Minang rendang. Okay. If you have other brands, other products within the range, if for example you can get also the chicken. All right, there's also chicken rendang. If you're not a fan of beef, you can go for the chicken or use the sardine earlier. So if you fancy more fish, you say, oh, I want to keep my omega-3 up all day long, all time. So keep the sardine, put everything in your dish. Not a problem at all. So with to that, not only if you say, oh, how about if I'm a vegetarian? Certainly, remove all the meat, all right? Use up all the fresh ingredients, the veg. Also, you have an extra booster there. You have the palm oil to enhance your dish as well. So the first dish is ready now. So that's the French toast. It's a savory French toast. Again, it's I would say the European open face murtabak. Okay, it's like murtabak, but it's the open face murtabak. Okay, so that's your French toast ready. See how quick and easy is that? So we're just gonna put a little bit of some fancy bits around there to make it look tempting. Okay, so that's your French toast ready. Okay, can smell. You get in the audience, you can smell that? Now you can try it at home and smell. Okay, that's the first dish. The second one for the morning. So we're gonna head straight away to the third dish. As I mentioned, your combo for the morning. Okay, so it's a good combo again. As I mentioned, we're gonna get the variety. So for your bread today, we're gonna make two ways, and also using up all the best paladar produce. Okay, again the pan, the oil. Okay, the thing about the oil as well, the palm oil, it has a high burning level. So the temperature that it can take is very high, up to 235 degrees. So not like your normal maybe corn oil, you will go up to even 190 only, even less, depends on the type of the corn. Canola will go up to 190 to 100 max. Palm oil 235. What I mean by that is that, remember earlier I mentioned if you fry or you cook, the burning smell in the kitchen or in the house is caused by that oil. The burning point was very low. So it sticks to your clothes and all those. As to this, it doesn't go to that point. It doesn't burn to that high level. So it's also good. Reduce your, what is it? If it's high, it produces carbon, right? So it produces carcinogen. So it causes cancer. Okay, the higher consumption of something burn that you have in your food, it causes higher carcinogen and it causes cancer. So how to balance cancer? How to balance carcinogen? Use palm oil or put more iron. So if you notice anything with charcoal and such, you put more onion. So that's your anti-carcinogen. All right. So now you have the egg, as I mentioned earlier. Beat up the egg. Okay, we're gonna put the beef rendang inside. Okay, I think soon, not too far. We can smell Ramadan is coming, and then Raya is not too far behind. So we can smell the rendang there. Now we're gonna taste the rendang here today. And to think, at least on the second, third day of the festive season, I can make use of my rendang for breakfast in a different way, right? So let's put in the onion. Goes the onion. So the difference with this dish and the first dish, which is the French toast, this Roti John is that the egg is not going to be dipped. So basically, the bread is not going to go into the egg. We're not going to dip the bread. We're going to put the egg first, put the bread up over it, and stick to it. And then we're going to flip it up. So that's Roti John, the unique part of Roti John. So spring onion goes in. See, I can smell now the palm oil fragrant. As I mentioned, it's very fruity. If you notice it, you close your eyes. Okay, everyone close your eyes. Then you can you can smell It's not like typical smell of frying. Okay, it's very fruity. So in goes the coriander, a little bit of salt. Okay, be generous with salt and pepper. Okay, mix it up. The pan is very hot. Okay, so you have one bread. We're gonna put and spoon up the egg mix in the middle. Okay. So this is Roti John, where the eggs is first placed on the pan. Then you have the bread and you stick it on the top. Place it on the top. Okay, let's try and do a second one on the side. So see how easy and how versatile the product is. All right. Not only again as I mentioned with rice, you want to skip the rice, you can always use as this method. Or through the day later on, if you stick around, after the afternoon around 3:45, 4 p.m., I'm going to do another session of cooking using a different Paladam brand product. But if you relate to the first session today in the morning, you can also use the same product for the next session as well. Okay. So another piece there, we're going to do the second Roti John. Okay, so the garnish for the Roti John that I have today is very typical to have mayonnaise and ketchup. Okay, we're gonna have mayonnaise, ketchup, a little bit of some vegetable that is very common used for roti john garnish in the middle. You're gonna put it on the top. Normally it's in the middle, so I'm gonna show you a different way, different presentation, something different at home, right? Not your typical roti john, long and filled out and then cut and flat. So if you fancy to host a party after this, right, you have a very good simple dishes to also put up for your canapé, for example, a quick bite or an afternoon tea. Not not only in the day in the morning, right? A very quick one with your tea time. This is also a good recipe to share. So it's almost there. We're gonna flip the bread quickly just to crisp up the base. So now we're gonna start to plate up. I think everyone I can hear all the tummies now. There's not was only one tummy, the gentleman behind there, and then now I think the others your stomach I can hear. You're getting ready for lunch. Very tempting smell. So for this, we're going to do a very quick mix, the palm oil and olive oil. Okay. So this particular one from Ladang brand is a mix of palm oil, red palm oil, and olive oil. Okay. So you get both of the benefit of the best fruit produced for oil. Okay. People thought, oh, I prefer olive oil, but now you get both. So it's also high in vitamin A, vitamin K, all the minerals. And one good thing about palm oil is that when you consume it, it helps digestion faster. It helps the your intestine to process the food faster actually to compare to other oil. So there we are. The first one is right there. Second piece. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start to plate up. A little bit of the batch there. You want it vibrant and colorful, right? So let's make the layer. So you have a red cabbage here or purple cabbage, some carrot there on top. Okay, and we have some chili, spring onion, and onion. So just build it up nicely. See, it doesn't mean only you go to a restaurant and you can plate up nicely. I'm sharing with you today a very simple, quick home plating. It doesn't mean that at home you cannot make your food look nice, right? Not only put on a plate, go serve to your family. Come on, mama, right? Come on, papa. You can, at least give a good, oh wow, today my meal looks very colorful and vibrant. Now I enjoy my meal. Okay, so the last bit to go after, almost there. Spring onion again. Okay, even the viewers online, the kids, you can show this recipe very quickly. They can do it, surprise their friend, invite their friends in. They can, kids nowadays, they like to be in the kitchen. I don't know why. Maybe because of these celebrity chefs on TV, so people say, oh, I want to be one of them. So they want to be more involved in cooking. So easy job for mama and papa at home, right? Just call the kids. Hello, I'm coming home. Okay, I'm ready. I cook for you. So tomato ketchup. Okay, a drizzle there. Wow, now it looks proper roti john. I can see people celebrating already. Mmm, looks tempting now. All right, so there you go. That's your bonus recipe for today morning. Okay, a quick roti john with peladang rendang Minang and peladang palm oil and olive oil. Okay, audience online. So all three recipes very quick for you. See how quick and easy. And the variety of peladang products that we can use in the kitchen. Not typically a dish that's served common with your rice or noodle at home. It can be something vibrant and new on your table. Okay, so hopefully everyone enjoyed this session today. Even the viewers online, you can take home a good, not only who's on site. If you go home, you say, oh, I forgot what Chef Rene shared, and all those, even the one who just passed by, who just came in, you can always go into Masters of Malaysian Cuisine website or Facebook or Instagram. And also, we have Nafas Malaysian Street Market Instagram. You can also check and replay this particular session. So the next session I'm going to have in the afternoon, 3:45 Dubai time, or Malaysia, almost 7 p.m. Okay, Malaysia, some part Australia, maybe Australia is already late night. Then we're going to have Europe audience joining us later on. Okay, so thank you again. So if you have any questions with regards to products, you can see when you go out there, the whole market street, is full of Nafas product and Palladium product. So thank you so much. So hopefully you enjoy everything. Thank you so much.
Hey, Rene.
Hey,
You hear me okay?
yeah, I can hear you, Jackie.
Cool. All right, Rene, I just want to check. You're going to be giving us the recipes to all your demos today. Excellent. Guys, don't forget, you can actually sign up. Okay, cool. So we're going to wrap up here, but we're going to come back in a few hours. That's going to be in just under in just over 3.5 hours. We're going to be going live again. So make sure you guys tune in. And this time, Rene is going to be showcasing other products from Malaysia, and this includes stingless bee honey. And here in Australia, you can get Malaysian stingless bee honey now. So make sure you find out what Rene actually does with it. Okay, I'm very particularly excited about this particular product, but I've got a whole bunch of products as well. So Rene and I are both part of Masters of Malaysian Cuisine, and we are part of this endeavor to promote Malaysian products overseas. So make sure you guys check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/JackieM, where I have an entire playlist of different types of Malaysian ingredients. Just let me unmute.
More on the lunch dinner recipe.
Okay, let's have a look at Rene. Sorry, you were muted
From
for a
the
second.
prata of Palladium product. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that, guys. So Rene's trying to manage talking to the audience and talking to us at the same time as well.
Currently not yet.
Okay, yeah, guys. So make sure you check out youtube.com/JackieM. I have a playlist of 10 different videos on different types of Malaysian ingredients, including the roti prata that Rene showcased earlier. And coming up over the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing 5 more ingredients, and these are what you can look forward to. Malaysian coconut water, Malaysian palm sugar gula melaka, Malaysian coconut milk, coconut cream, coconut milk powder, And like I said, Malaysian stingless bee honey. Okay, so you're going to see all that plus one more ingredient. We're trying to decide what it is, but make sure you guys check out our content. We're covering a whole ton of different types of Malaysian ingredients that are making their way into the international market. This is very, very exciting, and we look forward to your company again at 10:30 p.m. my time, and that will be 7:30 p.m. in Malaysia. And we have the schedule everywhere else as well. We'll see you again in a little bit, okay? And don't forget to come armed with questions, because Rene is one of our Uber chefs. He is a chef who has been Michelin-trained. He's worked in a Michelin-style restaurant before. Very, very accomplished, very qualified, and he has a wealth of knowledge, okay? So this is a very rare opportunity for you to be able to hit Rene up for cooking advice, and we look forward to seeing you again in about 3.5 hours. Bye, everyone.